Rolling Stones. Apparently, they put out a story that got a lot of dancehall fans upset and irate for some reason. So it was a tweet where them asked, could dancehall be the next genre to break globally?
Ooh.
People were upset because they're like, dancehall has been popular globally. And
that's debatable.
And I think that is debatable.
Yeah.
So I could talk about it. Did you read the actual article? I think that's what a lot of people fail to do. Actually read the damn article.
I read the article and I agreed with some points of it.
Mainly
that it is tough. Like it's like dancehall gets the recognition, but only in the summer. And then after the summer, it's like, bye. And it's like seasonal. So sometimes it'd be a yearly thing, but more while it probably be at like 2 years or 3 years after that, or in between.
Like a seasonal thing.
Right. But it's usually during the summer. It's always during the summer. We get a little bus, and then after that.
And it's usually with a handful of artists. That usually have the backing of some major labels. Not necessarily labels, but managers who cross over in the boundaries of hip hop and reggae. If you understand what I mean. Or dancehall. So first of all, I agree with the article because let's be real here. Even though we Jamaicans know that dancehall has gotten its break. It is global.
Yeah, it's global. But the reggae nomination, the Grammy nomination, what is it? It's reggae.
And them just dash dancehall, everything.
Shabba has won
with Jamaican music on that.
Shabba has won a reggae Grammy, but he's a dancehall artist. So you see the point? You see it?
Alright, so what I'm wondering now, is this a thing where...
Hold on to it, because it's to... The dancehall isn't given the name dancehall. It's given the name island pop.
Or tropical house.
Tropical house. So you see?
Alright,
right.
So the question I was going to ask, is this a thing where, like, it's a soccer, football thing, wherein it big everywhere else except the US? Because that is a question that when you actually click to the actual article, it asks that, why isn't Jamaican dancehall bigger in the US? Usually popularity in the US is a signifier, especially with music, is a signifier for global popularity.
Yeah. No, I mean, Hollywood, once you've made it in Hollywood, you've made it everywhere else in the world. I mean, Bollywood, which is the Indian equivalent to Hollywood, they have a population of like what, 1 billion people, close to 1 billion people,
and that's why them can have their own industry.
And they have their own industry and strive. But nobody in the West would necessarily know anybody from in Bollywood, and these people are global in their part of the world. In China, billions of people. Thank God for Jackie Chan, but if it wasn't for Jackie Chan, like, probably we only know Jackie Chan. Like, he's probably the only one full-on actual Chinese person.
I mean, Chinese, he's Asian.
Yeah.
What is it? Chow Yun Fat, pretty no.
And Jet Li, he's not Chinese either, isn't he? He's like, I don't think he's Chinese.
That's why we need a fact checker here.
We need a fact checker. Because I thought
he's Chinese, actually.
Jet Li?
Yeah, he is.
So who? Bruce Lee. He's Chinese American.
I would like to think so.
Yeah.
But to your larger point.
Yeah, to the larger point, like, once you can be big in those spaces and you can be well known in those spaces, but like once you come over into America, that's when everybody know you. You know, that's where you're huge there.
Yeah, Bruce Lee Chinese.
Bruce Lee's Chinese. Yeah, no, he's Chinese American.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Because even Britain, you can be huge in England and the United Kingdom, but most English actors tend to try and come over into America because that's when you get the global hit. So America is really the hub of everything. And once everybody tried to make it big there, because once you make it big there, make it big everywhere.
And to further add to your point, I was really mystified at the reactions to this.
Yeah.
Because when it's like people just say a headline and them just react.
Yeah.
And them just take offense to it. Like, people live in our bubble, especially people
we
out
live to
here.
be offended.
All of that too. And there is a broad segment of America that don't know who the hell Vybz Kartel is.
Nope.
There's
even black people.
It's in middle America that makes up basically the majority of America. It's safe to say probably like over 50% of them don't know what is dancehall.
They don't. And to even make it even crazier, like I was there. Not there. I was watching the Grammy Awards, and I saw when Julian Aransik was interviewing Sean Paul. And you know what they call Sean Paul? He's a rapper.
He's a rapper.
He's a dancehall rapper. They don't know dancehall. They don't know the genre. They probably hear one and two of it, but they will say, oh, and if somebody say, oh no, it's from Jamaica, they're like, oh, reggae. They don't know the genre.
And the thing is, it's not like dancehall isn't global.
It isn't.
But how global is it? How popular is it? Right? Because we know the Sean Pauls, we know the Shaggies, right? As we say, it's only a handful at times.
Shabba was really, because he got spoofed by the Waynans.
But there's another.
But still, not everybody would know him.
Another set of artists that don't have a string of hits. Like a Sean Paul, like a Shaggy.
As the article alluded to.
Them talk about Conscience, them talk about Cranium,
Egyptian,
even Miss Hood Celebrity, she have a hit right now. But the thing is to follow it up. And perhaps them have like seminal hits.
But it was not as big as the first one.
Exactly. Whereas in a Sean Paul, them have that. Shaggy, them have that till them can take time off, people forget about them, and then them bust back on the scene and like, oh yeah. And them have that longevity. I don't think these set of artists, them crapper artists that the article specifically name, I don't think they have that. Which is why I think is a legitimate thing that them ask, especially the title of the article itself. Why isn't Jamaican dancehall bigger in the US?
Right.
Because the thing is, I think that they have identified that it can be bigger.
Yeah, it can be. There's a market for it. There's a market for it. Sean,
when you hear not
Justin
only that,
Bieber,
exactly. When you hear them do the songs that they do,
Ed Sheeran,
a dancehall and it sells. So, but then the thing is finding out the formula where people like live out here.
But then the article kind of alluded to, but it didn't really pinpoint it on the nose. But it kind of is like racism, because it's just like the white people can do the music, can do the genre,
repackage it
and just make a whole bunch of money from it. And the thing is, because they're white and the white machine behind them, they're able to. They cannot. White people. Basically,
tapping into Nazi.
No. It's basically psychology. It was like people cannot know who you can identify with. You work with people who you can identify with. So it's like if you watch Family Feud, and if you're black and the black family is playing against the white family, you usually always kind of want the white family to win.
Tap into black Nazi, are you?
No, you're not.
Okay.
But isn't that true? Like if you're seeing something and you see a white versus black, if you say man versus woman, if it's man versus woman, you're leaning with the man, aren't you?
Not necessarily. I'm sorry, my thinking process is way more nuanced than
the thing is it's nuanced. It's nuanced, but that's how it usually
Speak
is.
for yourself.
That's psychology. You usually align yourself with things that you know, like you understand is what you understand. If you see yourself in somebody,
I'm not going to be like some people. I say I only cheer for Manchester United because they have more black player than the other team. Like my father's like that, like, and I hate here. Like, you see why them a win? how much black people them have on their team.
No,
that's why.
But okay, to go further to that point, Trevor Noah, he's South African, and it's been said that the French team was mainly made up of French national people who come from French
nationals.
Sorry, African nationals
of African descent. Yeah.
So he made a joke, but jokes also have some rooted in truth, and he's saying that Africa won. And so he was cheering for Africa for the France team because, Nigeria come out, Senegal come out, and all the other.
You mean point rings true where people largely look for
whatever they can identify with, and so what they can identify with, they work with. That's
majority of people.
That was my point. Yeah. That's always been my point. That's why I had to break it down further for you, Naro. But that usually is the point. And you trying to say that you're nuanced. Yes, you're nuanced. Yeah, but if you're hard pressed, you're probably not as nuanced as you like to think you are. But okay, yeah. But then that is it. So white people they understand the white artists. And they
understand the white audience.
And they understand the white audience. And them can say, all right, well, they're white, so we can play that. Because even with Taylor Swift, for the longest while, Taylor Swift was they had her as a country artist for the longest while. Even when she was doing pop music. And it was somebody have to point out, say, well, no, she's not really doing country music anymore. She's now more a pop artist. We're like, oh, okay, so we can move her over now into pop. The pop radio, and not just streamline her into to the country music audience. She can branch out into pop music because she was only winning like country music awards and the country Grammy when she was doing pop music. You understand?
Other argument that I'm here thinking about, because we spoken to people that we kind of have them conversation with guests on the show. Or with the parade before. And one thing that was pointed out was the artist's demeanor and how them carry themselves and how them go on.
Yeah, I think Sean Paul pointed to it in the article that language is a barrier.
But not only language, but behavior. Like, is it that we're going worse and more niggerish than the rap man them? Because professionalism is one thing that I've heard people say that's why them can't work with a dancehall artist.
To be honest, let me not say that I don't think that's true. Because I don't know. I've never really met with a...
I don't know, but I've heard people behind the scenes and people that work with people like that say that. And that is part of the reason why you don't have more dancehall art, because they're not as professional as...
Yeah.
The rap artist,
it's always a cultural
artist.
barrier, because like most people just think that them can reach late, and you just have to accept it, because Jamaican people usually late. Even the artists, they're like usually late. And they don't, even though black people on a whole, they say that black people on a whole are usually late, but Jamaican always tend to go a little bit further with the lateness, just a tad.
Tell us, when I reach 8:15, that's when we're getting ready.
Yeah, but but I don't know. Maybe that's the key. I don't know. Because it's cultural. It really is cultural differences that we have to really pinpoint, and it's hard to say. Maybe it's a black thing. Maybe it's just a cultural thing.
I think the black thing is something worth looking at, because what the article mentioned is that even like the radio setup.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like with Taylor Swift,
I'm thinking that even though rap is the most popular genre in a stateside right now, as much as them now acknowledge it, it is.
And you want to break down that rap to trap, because trap is the thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they have had a hard time getting played beyond urban radio. So just imagine that fight that dancehall itself has to go through, because rap usually gets played on just urban radio, like Hot 97, where usually support dancehall and them type of things. So imagine now, this very niche, something that they look at as very niche, right? Imagine the obstacles that have to go through for not only break on urban but beyond that.
And you know what is
hip-hop
go even further, there's nobody to really bat for us. There's nobody in the boardrooms that understand Jamaican and Jamaican people.
Because even this article itself, even though they make good points, them call Popcorn a singer. So I like even them little things.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
Sean
understanding
Paul,
the culture.
I'm saying even Sean Paul, they say he's a rapper, not a DJ, a rapper. It's just like, no, he ain't, man. He ain't a rapper. But you know, there's nobody batting for us. There's nobody. Well, you can have 1 and 2 black people, like, you know, Puffy, him create his own label. Russell Simmons, he created his own label. And every other black person, them create their own label to go against all these white people that they would have to fight against, and create their own thing so that, you know, they give the black people a voice. But Jamaicans we don't necessarily have anybody who understands, as you said, the culture batting for us in these boardrooms.
Gage kind of touch on that topic when him say like these legends that where are the labels? Where are the major labels being created in dancehall where we can nurture them type of thing where dancehall can become globally popular, like a force like hip hop.
Because if you probably had just one franchise, you know. Well, even I don't believe in monopoly, because I think monopoly is the root of everything bad in this country. I digress.
Let's save it. Save it right.
Yeah, so but even if there were like 1 or 2 labels out here that really like is not going to be as big as a Def Jam, but can really and truly create something and have people under it and say, okay, I like this. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna help you develop, and we're gonna send you abroad, and then you're gonna probably sign with Atlantic, you know, and sign with Universal or sign with Empire.
I said, though, people bill, like in the broad scheme of things, like come out on the bubble. We are going with that thing.
A thing.
We are going with that thing. We're not the Usain Bolt. We are not. I'm a cool from parties. We are not the Usain Bolt at this part, at this music thing. So I get upset. Who could have been compared to?
Honestly, I think reggae is the Usain Bolt.
Yeah, you're reggae more like the Bob Marley.
Yeah, it's not dancehall.
But I know dancehall. Dancehall are going on that thing. If we are going with more things, I think that are the main.
There's several things that we need to fix up locally, and then we can bring it abroad. Because even with Sean Paul, like his whole thing, like him. You notice him like him not do even the hard stuff anymore. Because he's trying to expand himself. Like even with Drake. Drake is a good example. People call him a culture vulture. I don't think he's a culture vulture. I think that he recognizes what's happening. And him knows that him don't want to be limited to just urban radios anymore. And him know that's a fight that he's going to have to go over. So I'm using white side and say, well, okay.
The Jewish side.
The
Laclime side.
The Jewish white side. And say, all right, let's work this out where I can still do pop and you know, like expand the genre of rap a little and get on it, you know. So people cuss him for it and say, oh, he's a singer. Like he's trying to make money. And at the end of the day, we're all trying to make money. The labels are trying to make money, and them look at it and them say probably dancehall is something them they don't understand and they don't think they can make money from it. So let them just dash to the side until one song pop up in the summer, and then that's it. And then oh well, maybe next year again, next summer again, see ya. You know, so I mean, you're right. I don't think dancehall is. Well, reggae can be seen as you say both, but not dancehall. Just look at the Grammy. It's
the Asafa Powell music. Like we win couple time, but we not really win the big one. Like a pull
not
up.
the important ones.
Yeah, like a pull up certain time. Like if you go on better, but to pull up certain time and.
Maybe that's a good analogy.
Probably.
Maybe.
We are the Asafa Powell music people. Like
pretty much.
All right. We can go on better. We expect better, but sometimes we pull up and we injure ourselves.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
People bill. We are going that thing.